To play good golf, you have to practice. That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice. So there's a couple things you should know about practice and hitting balls, and that's how to take a divot when you're doing it, to maximize the amount of area on the practice tee that you possibly can for your other members and guests. So what do you say? Let's go hit some balls. So here we are on a practice tee, and we're going to go through where to place the ball and how to do some things when you're practicing that you can minimize the amount of damage and the amount of turf that you're tearing up, so that the practice tee can be in better shape for everyone. So we're going to first show some of the common mistakes that people make at the range when hitting balls. So one of the things that we see real common is when people start hitting balls, they pick a new spot every time, and it won't take long when you're doing this to absolutely decimate an area. Just by taking 4 shots, we've actually tore up quite a bit of grass. We're going to recommend that you take a shot and then just set the ball on the back edge of that divot so that the divot is in front, because really all we really need is a little bit of grass behind the ball, and we can just take and put that, and obviously Ernie takes some pretty shallow divots, so he's not creating major cavities, but again he's going to go just to the back side of that, and now here we're on our 5th or 6th ball, and we're really still working off of one divot. This is essentially you know, the area of one divot, and what he just did was, by placing that ball on the side, we just excavated out a little more than what we want. Once we work back and make one row, we're going to move over and leave one strip of grass in between to allow that grass to fill in. So we're going to fast forward a bit. Right.
A quarter of an inch, but look at how much more area.
Yeah, you were just on the side.
Yeah.
So essentially he had the ball on the edge of that divot so that when he takes this, he takes it out extra wide. We want to keep that ball right in the center of that divot so that that's one narrow band, and then we're going to come over and make another narrow band, but we're going to keep some grass in between, and that will help these areas fill in. All right, so we're going to work right in the center of that divot, and we're just going to keep moving back, just placing it right on the center of that divot. And even though he has a little bit on the side there, we still want to go right in the middle of that. We don't want to make that any wider. So we've cleared out one section, and he could continue to go back a little further. And now we're just going to move over to the side. And now we're going to start again. And like I said, just leaving a little strip of grass in between. And that way we've got lateral growth coming in from both sides to fill that void. One other note, if your divots, and I think, Ernie, tell me if I'm wrong, but this will, you know, producing the same type of divot action each time leads to consistency. No, won't this give you some instant feedback?
Instant feedback. Because if that divot starts to come from this direction, you're going to know you're definitely coming over the top.
And what if it changes depths?
Changes depths, you're obviously changing things in your swing. Either hands are involved or you're coming up and down. Your body could be moving up and down in the swinging motion to create thin or deep.
See, so not only is this an educational turf tutorial, but we're also getting playing lessons. Phenomenally enriching. And if you're in this mode, if you're in this is rapid fire, this is only for turf educational purposes. We are not advocating this type of practicing
These amount of golf
whatsoever.
Balls would take an hour to get.
Typically we're going to go through our routine, our setup, our alignment and everything before we just rip balls. And I just killed Ernie. So we can see, I mean, he's literally hit 45 golf balls, and this is the amount of damage that's been done. So to zoom out to get all of this, but you know, this is 4 or 5 shots, and that's significant when you get a number of players up on the driving range every day, and you don't have much room to start with. Instant feedback.
Spin.
How was that?
Not good.
See, this is why you shouldn't start hitting balls, because then you can't quit, can you?
I can get enough. My back can't have any more.
And that's it. Those are beautiful. See areas like this or like that, those are going to take a tremendous amount of time to heal in, and that's just all germination. There's no lateral growth that can happen. This turf is growing inwards, and that kind of repair is going to happen much better than germinating this, especially in the summertime. A real good example of somebody that's really picked a new spot to hit each ball with. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found that fun and enlightening. You know, you can visit me at the World of Turf at turfdoctor.blogspot.com, where we talk all about golf course maintenance and all kinds of exciting golf topics. Come check us out. We'll see you there.